Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's really nice.
She's like a mommy.
My first impression of Breezy was that she was really, really nice, and she was kind of like the mother of the team. She like takes care of everyone.
I stayed with Breezy over my recruiting visit, and I thought she was really nice. She's very welcoming. I think she's probably the most welcoming person on our team.
When I first saw you, you were pretty intimidating, you know, tall and everything, but then once we started talking about camp and friendship bracelets and holding, you know, all your camp stories, you were a little less intimidating.
I don't know, my first impression of Breezy was that she's just really, really nice, and that, I don't know, I could always go and talk to her about anything. I was not scared of her at all, I know that.
Breezy's a genius.
I hadn't actually met Breezy when one of the professors was like, "Oh, you're on the basketball team, right? You're going to love this girl. Her name is Breezy Dwyer. She is so smart, and she's the most hardworking person ever, and she's so good at what she does." And I was like, oh my goodness, I want to have like an inferiority complex like before I even meet this girl. And then I meet Breezy, and I'm like so scared already. I'm like, this girl is going to be like everything I've ever wanted to be. And she was. But not only was she everything I wanted to be, she was also like insanely nice.
Yeah, I really got to know Breezy when I had class with her first semester in stats, and so we always did our homework together. She always helped me. She was like, let me know if you have any problems, any issues, I'll help you out. So that was really nice to have someone there right at the beginning.
So me and my mom pulled into the parking lot having a recruiting visit, and we're like, oh, there's Cisco. Oh, there's some random chick with her. Wow, she's kind of tall. I hope that's not who I'm staying with. That's who I'm staying with. You remember when you threw the remote at me and told me to entertain myself? That was fun. Study for chemistry, whatever.
And I saw she had a Harry Potter poster, so we bonded over that. And then we talked about Glee, so we bonded over that. And then my favorite movie's Into the Wild, and there's a poster in the room, and I said, Breezy, oh my gosh, is that your favorite movie? She's like, no, that's my roommate's, or else that would have been too creepy. But Breezy and I bonded very quickly over many things.
So there's a sign on the back of your door that said, what did you do today to get into med school? I asked you about it, and then you went off about your roommate. I was like, oh, I guess that was the wrong question to ask.
Breezy was my big sister when I came here, so one funny thing I really remember about Breezy that I was kind of obsessed with was she had a watch tan line when I first met her, and it just told me a lot about Breezy, like her, when she told me she was involved with camp, and I remember from reading the emails and stuff, that's one thing I always remember about her, is she's...
I wore my watch all summer and I got this tan line. Right when I saw that watch tan line, I was like, oh, everything will be okay.
Gotta love the watch tan line.
With that mom personality, always a little bit on top of Chapin, of what's Chapin doing. I remember the seniors were telling a story of we had a game or practice the next day or something, and some of the field hockey girls were out in the hallway. They were being really loud. So all we do is we just walk into Dana, and we're getting our card swipe, and all of a sudden Breeze goes, Chapin, you need to apologize to Iris and Casey right now. She's like, you were being loud last night outside the room. That was very rude, very rude.
It's been really nice because, you know, all the seniors have, you know, their own kind of like role, I suppose, and Breezy's is definitely like the, if you're upset, like, here's a hug, here's, you know, your mom away from mom, which is really nice.
Like, my finger starts bleeding, I got blood on my jersey. She's like, Breezy, are you bleeding? Breezy, go cover that up. And I'm like, Breezy, it's just a small cut. It's gonna stop in like 2 seconds. Just get it covered. You could get MRSA, and I don't want MRSA, and everyone could die.
This other time there was a picture on Facebook, and Chapin was dancing with some guy, but you couldn't see who the guy was. I scroll down and I see Breezy Dwyer commented, and she said, who is that boy that Chapin is dancing with? All in capital letters.
Breezy loves camp. I don't know if anyone knows that.
The funny one was one time she was telling us a story about summer camp and her hair and how there was lice.
Everyone got lice.
Everybody got lice, but Breezy did not get lice.
You want to know why?
Because she took a shower in the pond every single day for a month.
The lake.
And, oh, the lake, sorry. And not in a regular shower. So her hair is pretty dirty, and I guess lice does not like dirty hair.
Yeah, I think my first conversation was, I like your necklace, where'd you get it? Shouldn't have asked.
I remember hearing Duff say, Breezy, do you want to play spoons? What? Spoons? Yeah, let's play.
Breezy is the spoons champion of camp. She thinks it's the world, but it's just of camp.
Breezy gets very, very loud when she gets excited, and I can't really sit next to her during games sometimes because, I mean, not basketball games, that too, but like Pictionary or any games, her voice increases in volume with excitement. And
Yeah, Breezy's really competitive in everything we do. It could be like the simplest little game, like, I don't even know. Just like
Pictionary.
Yeah.
When we were playing Pictionary in the hotel, like, Breezy, like, has to win.
Yeah.
She's just
Or like,
yelling.
sorry.
Or
Ugh.
apples to apples.
Yeah.
Or even charades when she wanted to play charades in the hotel.
Yeah. She's all about the games. All about it. But she has to win.
She's very competitive, especially when we play Sorry.
I can't deal with that.
When we played Bananagrams in the hotel last year,
Oh yeah.
and you beat everyone and like yelled in their face.
Yeah.
You're like, I just won. Okay, Breezy, you win.
Yeah, if Breezy doesn't know the game, she's kind of hesitant because she likes to win.
She's very strict about those rules. Could not stray from them.
Anytime anyone does anything, she says, "Oh, no, you can't do that," and then she grabs the rules right out of the box and she reads the rules out loud. And I've never met anyone that was that strict about rules of a game. Like if it's your first time playing, she acts all friendly, explains everything, and then the minute you start playing though, you're like, she's gonna cut me.
3 up, 3 down. Always the loudest one. Trying to get your team motivated. Trying to win.
At Elmira, you were on the other team, and we're like chirping you the whole time, and every time you guys would go up, you're like, yeah, what up?
If she thinks I'm cheating, I'm dead.
What happened when we accused Breezy of cheating with Words with Friends?
Oh man. I told her that she can't just make up words, and she told me, no, I know all of them. The only person I cheat with is Chapin, because Chapin cheats. Chapin cheats,
Chapin cheats back,
so I can cheat. Fair's fair, right? Okay, Breeze.
Every Words with Friends game I've ever played with her, she's beaten me by like 300. Sometimes I don't even get above 100.
And that's actually one of my favorite things to do is Breezy will do something and I'll be like, oh, I don't like playing with Breezy because she cheats. And she, what? I do not cheat. I do not cheat. She cheats over there. I follow the rules. I always follow the rules.
She's camp counselor.
Breezy would find a way to make anything competitive. Breezy is so competitive about the smallest things, and she gets so into it, and I'm a little bit afraid to play her in anything. It scares me. When I beat her in Words with Friends, I was a little bit afraid, I'm not gonna lie.
She always does the same thing every time she wins. She wins the game and she goes, oh, I won!
Every time you win something, you get real excited, and you're like, I just won.
Breezy likes to make bracelets. She's really crafty. She makes bracelets. She can do hair, braids.
She makes awesome bracelets.
Yeah, her mom makes really good hats.
Such the distinct storytelling voice
Technique.
/ way of talking.
It's really effective though, because like she talks quickly, you can understand what she's saying, but you don't get confused when it's going to end because it's very clear.
Yes, and at the end of everything she says, her voice goes down like that.
Breezy loves to tell stories, and you never know if the story is actually as good as she's making it sound. But she always tries really hard to make it sound good. Like,
oh my god.
Stands like this.
So about Breezy, she's like this.
Whenever she tells a story, it gets really, really fast, and then towards the end starts to slow down.
It's just like, this one time at camp, we played spoons.
This one time at camp, I didn't shower for a month.
I didn't get lice. Okay guys, so
Gotta get like money up.
story time.
Yeah, there's always a story about everything that you have to be careful about. She'll be like, oh my gosh, well one time Chapin got into a car accident, or one time this biker came and hit our car and flew over it, and then at the last day that he could sue, he sued.
Yeah. Like, I always know when she's gonna end a sentence because it always goes like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, do you know what I'm saying? Like when she says like, and I can't.
He sued.
Don't say I didn't tell you.
It was really fun because we were on the water.
It's like very dramatic at the end. Building up the suspense and then it goes really fast.
Oh my gosh, this one time at camp.
And then she just starts going and then at the end it gets very slow and she's like, and
Yeah, this
then
one time at camp.
I won the game.
Oh no, she just talks really fast. She talks really fast, and at the end, you just know when she's ending like her sentence. She'll just, I don't know, give me what is like sentence. She'll just say a sentence at the end. She'll be like, so this summer when I worked at camp, like it just slows down at the end. But like it just her talking is so signature. Like I just know it's just Breezy's way of talking, like fast and then dies slowly at the end.
Dies slowly.
Breezy always has her water bottle. She's always sucking on it.
Oh, there's one right here.
And sometimes she gets a little excited and she gets up in her chair and sits like this and then bounces a little.
Yeah, and I remember when she first got it, she was like, guys, she's like, I bought this water bottle and I don't know, I was like debating to buy it because it was kind of expensive, but I got it and it's so fun to drink out of. I just carry it around with me all the time and it's so fun. I drink so much water every day and now they have the filter things, so now I just drink my water bottle and I go and I fill it up and I drink and I drink so much water every day. So much.
And then just flip it open real hard though.
Breezy. Fall.
I mean, if anyone ever has a question for you, Breeze, you just like, it's like a yes or no question. You say yes, and then you give like a 2-hour response. Shell defense.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
But coach!
What
I have a
if,
question.
what if they pass over here? What happens?
Well, Breeze, you go over there. Well, that means if they lob it over our head, though. Breeze,
Then
yeah,
you go.
but you can do that. But
Just reminds me, last year we were at the TikTok and Breezy was dancing with that guy.
Oh,
And
Breezy's man,
Everyone
TikTok man.
started texting Breezy.
Oh
and being
my
like,
god.
I'm the guy from the TikTok.
Alright. It was one of those nights where the whole team went, you know, even Bransky was there. It's not really her scene either. And so we were there and we were out dancing and I remember I was dancing, I was in another room, and I come back and I see Breezy and she's dancing with this boy and I'm like,
Get it,
alright,
Breeze?
Breeze is actually having some fun, letting loose a little bit. The next day, I think it was Kelly and Hannah had someone in their dorm, some random person like start texting her, pretending to be the guy. And Breezy was freaking out. She's like, this guy's texting me now, like all that stuff. But
It was funny.
oh, that was a great night.
It went on for a few days, the texting thing.
It did. I mean, she eventually figured it out, unfortunately.
She is always right.
I was right again.
Anything she always knows pretty much the answer to, and I would say 99% of the time she usually is right.
Obviously.
I'm never wrong.
Anything about other teams, about random facts, books, Harry Potter, the Hunger Games. I mean, she's obsessed. The Massey ratings, she knows them like no other. She's like a walking encyclopedia sometimes. Breezy is obsessed with Harry Potter.
Breezy's just all over Harry Potter.
She really is. Like, I thought I knew Harry Potter, but I was wrong.
She went to Walmart and there was a sale on Harry Potter movies. And she freaked out because she got all of them on sale and they were like $5. She was really excited.
I did not know Harry Potter as well as I thought I did.
I could always rely on Breezy reading in hotel time, too. We were gonna start a book club. Breezy would have been the #1 book clubber. She was all over
President.
that. If we were to start a book club, Breezy would turn it into a race, and she would win. And then she would let us all know that she'd win, and then she would immediately start another book so she could win while we're still on the first book, and then she could tell us that she won. Then she might write a book about how she won. She would just win.
Just winning. Just solid winning.
Hashtag winning. Breezy's just one of those people who genuinely like to help.
You can just tell that she genuinely really cares about everyone on the team. Because she's just always there for you if you ever have to talk about something, and she's just really, really nice person.
I really think what makes Breezy happy is to help everyone else. I don't know. I feel like that's really what it is. It's
In like a close game or something, she'll like say to me, you know, we're gonna need you, Cass, like you can do it. And even if like she knows I'm nervous, she'll be like, it's okay, like you can do it, you know. I don't know, just like giving me confidence.
It's really nice, like, in post breakdown when Eliza's like harassing you with the football pad, like, that could be so miserable, but Breezy's like, come on, post, we've got it, like, right back at her, and like.
She's always into the game, always cheering, like, always making sure everyone's, like, spirits are up. And off the court, I don't know, just a really nice person, always out there to help if you need help with something.
I have so much respect for Breezy and her role on the team, and I honestly can't imagine next year without her on the team. And just like, she's so supportive and so enthusiastic, and like on the bench she's like cheering during every game, during every moment. Like halftime talk, she's always like got like something great to say and so positive, and I just like, I'm gonna miss her so much next year.
More than anyone else, I would say she always kept me motivated because I shared some of the same struggles as her throughout the season, and I just give her a lot of credit for being the person she is, to be able to be strong enough to get through, you know, not playing as much, but also at the same time being the biggest supporter of anyone on the team and probably the most enthusiastic at any game. And that's kind of something I'll take with me like through the rest of my life when things aren't going so hot. Like the thought of Breezy being able to push through that and just make the best out of every situation.
She might not be on the court at all times, but having her on the bench and having her in practice is definitely a key part of the team, and she's a great contribution in many other ways than just playing time.
She really is like the motherly figure, and she's my big sister, and I felt so comfortable. Like, she immediately made me feel so comfortable to ask her anything, and I could ask her the stupidest question and she would never make fun of me, or she'd never like mock me for it. She'd just like, you know, give me an answer, make sure I was okay, like then follow up on it to make sure everything worked out okay. She's so nice, and it really helped adjust to coming here, definitely.
I mean, who's gonna be the team cheerleader? Like Breezy, I mean, you gotta give that girl a lot of credit. She just, I don't know. I mean, especially stick with it 4 years, it's, you know, and she really is such a huge part of the team.
She always cheers.
Yeah, I think she keeps the energy on the team. I think she's the one that like
Starting to cheers and stuff.
And just like on the court and like in practice, she's the one that like gets everybody, I feel, make sure no one's slacking, or make sure that she's pushing everybody else.
And she knows her chemistry. Oh yeah, I could do the worst thing in the world and she'd still cheer for me.
I'm just gonna miss like my mom again, I suppose. It's like, damn it, Breezy, can't you stay or something? Like, I know you couldn't fail because I'll be losing.
Yeah, and I definitely think she holds you to a standard. Like, she knows how good you can be, and she expects you to play as well as you can every single game, and I think that's really good.
Always keeping everyone happy.
I'm gonna miss about Breezy her enthusiasm about basketball. I mean, even though she didn't play very much, like, she's always like, yeah, team!
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I mean, she's always there when I'm like real down and picks me up off the bench, so I miss that a lot.
You're like so much more than a mom too. You're just like such a great friend and such a great person, and we're all really gonna miss you next year. Such a great teammate, everything.